Hey everybody, it's Charlie and Alissa from Daily Motor. We are out here live with the 2021 Volkswagen Atlas. Now if you've never seen one of our live streams before and you're tuning in after the fact, we stream every Tuesday for about an hour, giving us a chance to interact with the audience a little bit, answer any questions you guys have about the vehicle we're featuring or any of the other vehicles we've reviewed recently, any of the other stuff that we might have coming up on the channel. So keep an eye out on Tuesdays here at Daily Motor. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out what we've got coming up. And for those of you tuning in live, this thing is brand spankingly refreshed. Not new, but it is refreshed. It's looking a little sharper, a little more modern. Here we've got an SEL R-Line trim, giving us these 21-inch wheels, sporting the V6 motor, not the little 2-liter turbo option, so a little more stout, a little bit more powerful. I actually just got in off of doing a highway fuel economy test on this car, and it did decently well. It beat its EPA number. I think EPA was 22, and we got 25 actually, all said and done. So a little bit better than I was expecting. Not too bad, although one weird thing, German cars almost always read high on their speedometers. So like if you're traveling 72 miles per hour, it'll say 75 or something like that. This one was the opposite. At 73 miles per hour GPS, it was 71 on the speedo. So if you got pulled over, you might say, "Officer, I wasn't speeding," and you'd be like, "Yes, you were." Oh man, we just so happen to have a car right here coming down. We'll let them do their thing. So as I said, for 2021, the Atlas was refreshed a little bit sharper looks. We've got a few new infotainment features as well, and interestingly, Volkswagen does this every now and then. They came out with a 2021.5 model year update. So that happens sometimes when they've got a piece of technology or something, a change they want to make in the middle of a model year, and they don't want to wait all the way till the 2022. So this is not a 2021.5 or 2021.5. This is the first round, but for those of you who wait a little longer and snag a half year, you'll get an updated infotainment system as well, a little USB Type-C charger, and a special semi-autonomous driving mode that's new for Volkswagen that'll go for anywhere from 0 to 90 miles per hour, all self-driving sort of, a little bit. Like it'll stop and start and things like that. Okay. So yeah, so we don't have that unfortunately. But let me know what you guys think. Let us know what you think of the looks of this. It's definitely one of the boxier 3-row crossovers, but I think it's been selling really well. People seem to be interested. A lot of people are hopping onto this larger crossover craze, getting all-wheel drive, getting the 3 rows.
Yeah.
What do you think of the looks?
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I really do. This silver metallic is really very crisp. It's colorful, reflects light really well. It's classy looking. It matches with the matte black, piano black, and chrome accents that we have. It's striking.
It almost makes it. It almost makes me think like it's got like a big forehead sort of look going on because it's very stubby right here.
It's really flat in the front.
Yeah.
And then you've got a really long hood.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I do think it looks nice when they delivered it, and it was parked next to your silver Volkswagen Passat. Yeah. It's just kind of a nice little setup.
Daddy car.
Yeah, exactly.
Really cute.
So we'll be answering your chats throughout this live drive. We'll be out here for about an hour or so. So we got a device answering chats there.
Yeah.
Let us know if we have any sort of connection issues, if you're having trouble hearing us, anything like that. We're always working and making tweaks for these to be better.
Talk about these giant wheels.
Yeah.
Me standing next to it for size. These are huge.
It almost goes up to your waist.
Yeah. Well, my hip.
Yeah, your hip.
My waist is up here.
Right. 21-inch wheels. And, there's still a decent amount of sidewall. These aren't exactly rubber bands. What do we got size-wise here? They're all season Pirelli Scorpions, R21, 265. It's pretty wide, 265 45s. So your ride's going to be a little bit denigrated compared to the 20-inch wheels that you can also get on this car that come without the R-Line package, I believe. Maybe not look quite as special, but it would ride a little bit better, although the ride's really not too bad. I've been driving it around a good amount and haven't noticed too many issues. We'll see how it is out on the road. I think the silver looks good with these kind of brushed chrome looking roof rails.
Yeah.
So you could put some extra stuff up on there.
Those Those do look nice.
Pop open. Oh, what's up?
Back seat or trunk first?
Let's do the front seat first,
Okay.
and we'll move backward. We typically go from the back to the front, and we'll go the other way around. So you can see here in the R-Line package, dealing with kind of a nice, I don't know, how would you characterize this, Liz? It's not like carbon fiber, it's just kind of a cool...
Faux carbon fiber look. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's flat.
Right.
It's smoothed out. It doesn't have that woven look.
Mhm.
I mean, it's supposed to look woven, but it is not actually.
Right. Decent amount of storage. This is actually not a storage compartment though, it's just a handle, and I don't care for that. I like when this is like an extra little place to put phones or wallets or something like that. But Volkswagens always do a really good job at nice, beautiful interiors, and this one's no different.
Uh-oh.
Got nice. Should we
Right for us.
should we just hop inside?
Yeah.
Got a lawnmower coming by, nice and loud. You know, I thought the lighting would be a little bit better here in the shade, but I think that sunlight's causing the camera to
Try to adjust so many times.
yeah, so if I keep the camera down low, then I think your lighting's going to be a little better.
Okay. What's actually super nice is it fits these giant 32-ounce water bottles.
Yeah,
Which
I was impressed by
a
that.
lot of the cars that we have not been able to do that. So whenever Charlie's driving, I always put it either in the door here or down by my feet,
Mhm.
and it always rattles all around.
Yeah, I think it's pretty rare for this water bottle to fit, especially in the front cup holders here, and it's even got some wiggle room.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is really, really impressive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Down here you've got a very large wireless device charger, so that's pretty neat. You can just slap phones in there. A lot of cars have wireless device charging, but the chargers are limited in their space. So if you had an iPhone Pro Max or Galaxy Note or one of those larger phablet style devices, you'd have trouble, especially with a case on, fitting it in there. But in the Atlas, no problem. Plenty of room. This is a standard size iPhone 11 Pro. It fits in there with room on both sides, even with a case.
Mm-hmm. That's super nice.
Down there you've also got 2 USB-A ports and a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack, headphone jack. But, like I said, the 2021.5s will have a USB jack down there, or a USB-C port as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of an effective interior with.
I think everything is laid out really smartly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got this giant box. I mean, this is just your regular piece of paper, that's 8.5 by 11 or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that fits.
Yeah, no, it is really
Yeah.
large, really deep. We could fit multiple things in there. I've got the tablet way down in there.
Mhm.
Plenty of room. There's a USB port. It's nice to see. I could go for maybe a little bit of like a napkin holder or something built into the top, so a little bit of wasted space, or maybe one of those trays sometimes you see.
Yeah,
Instead of having to like have everything just like
in a bucket. Yeah.
right, like
Yeah.
if you had gum and sunglasses and a charger or
Change.
something like that. Yeah, it's kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
Leather feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice stitching.
Nice white stitching with some perforation here.
Mm-hmm. Good
on the seat.
contrast.
Yeah.
Yep. Doesn't have a handle up here on the driver's side, unfortunately.
Oh, I have one though.
I know, that's frustrating. Yeah, but the sun visors do pop out nicely and extend, so that's something important for me. This was kind of surprising though. No garage door opener here in the SEL model. This is a $45,000 truck, and
SUV.
well, yeah, and nothing,
Huh.
and no sunglasses
Wow.
holder either. So that's a little bit of a bummer.
They want you to put them there.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, because that's
Like
where
I've
you
done
right.
Huh.
If we power it up here, though, we do have a panoramic sunroof.
Oh my gosh, it's giant.
Yep.
Those
Just
are
keeps
fun.
going,
Can
and
you
it-
stop it halfway? Oh, you can. In my Passat, I've got a wheel that controls the moonroof.
I like that because you can set it exactly where you want.
Hmm.
So you can see quite a bit there. Should we hop into the back?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
It's
a very
a very loud.
different sound.
Yeah.
Like
But
an actual warning.
well, because we have the car on right now, but we're leaving, so it wants us to know that. Oh, here, you want to come around this side? I'll let you take the camera.
Okay.
Good amount of space here in the second row. And these seats, for a commonplace, I mean, typically in the non-luxury segment, it's uncommon to see power adjustable seats, especially in the second row. It's kind of 50-50 in the third row. But no power adjustable seats in the second or third for the Atlas. But they're pretty easy to maneuver around. You can slide them back and forth if you want to give either the third row a little bit more room or the second row. And then right here, and it sort of just levers itself forward and then scoots. Plenty of easy entryway here. Step on in. And then you gotta put these up.
I don't like that.
5'10". I've got headroom. I could sit back here, honestly. It's really not too bad. You can't change the recline, I don't think. Oh no, you can. You can recline it just slightly more, and it really just kind of makes all that difference to be pretty comfortable back here.
It looks like you can recline it about an inch. Yeah.
I've got some cup holders. I've got some storage space. Really not too bad. You want to pop back here and see what you think?
Sure. How is it getting out?
Really not too bad, given the size of the vehicle. It's not quite as easy as like a Navigator or something like that.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think this is quite basic. I mean, it is what it is, and you have everything that you'd need back here. We do have the tow hooks. Do these back seats actually come out?
They don't come out, but they do fold.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, there's maybe it's not a tow hook, but it's a little actual metal latch thing.
Strap things down or something.
Okay.
And if I put this back, you've got, if you want to show legroom.
Even all the way back, I've got probably about that much space left in the seat. So I really do feel, however, like I am enclosed back here.
Yep.
I might as well be in a box kind of thing. But
that's how kids should be when they're stuffed in the third row of the car. No escape.
Separated.
Yep.
But I mean, you could be very secure in an accident. You might not really.
That's
I mean,
true.
especially if it's on the front end of the car, you're not going to have any issues.
That's true.
So yeah.
All right, you want to try to getting yourself out, having not done it before?
Yeah. Oh.
Not too bad, huh?
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was actually very nice. Yeah. Okay. And then I can push it forward a little bit more, and it latches. And I will step right on out.
So definitely not.
It's really quite easy.
Not the worst. In fact, probably one of the better third row entry and exit setups for this kind of mid-size, mid to full size crossover.
I'm pushing it back. Okay, you do have to open that.
Yep.
And it's actually kind of interesting when you open it. This little thing pops up.
Ah.
Let's show them again. So it's shut. There's a little button right here that's going to pop up.
To show that it's not latched all the way, I guess.
So that you can actually see. I think that's actually good because it shows people that are back here. Oh, the red is showing they're going to do that thing. I better just sit tight and let them do that.
Or if it's just not latched properly or something.
Or that, yeah.
You know, if it's like only right there.
Yeah.
Then it shows you it's not latched in.
I think that's actually a good idea for that.
Yeah. Second row, if you want to hop in.
Sure.
Plenty of space up here.
Comments right there.
Hit us up in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see. We've got a good amount of time here in the 2021 Atlas. We know a lot of you are interested in buying these. This is a hot segment, so anything you'd like to see or know about the Atlas, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we'll read them.
Or if you just want to say hello.
Yeah, that's also super nice. Back here, it's pretty comfortable, and it feels really spacious back here. I mean, this middle seat, I mean, go ahead and sit right next to me. It feels quite large. And this thing right here, I mean, there's a lot of leg space in the middle here. And you have all of these fan...
You got climate control back here for the third rows, and 2 USB ports, and it says push. Ah, there it is. A wall style outlet. Might be kind of hard to see in the dark down there, but there's a 115 volt.
That's pretty good.
Wall outlet. So that's nice to see. Yeah. But yeah, these seats recline as well.
Oh,
we can actually go way back.
They do. They recline a lot.
Yeah, you can see the difference there between the two seats. How reclined this one is. It doesn't go from there. It's down on the. It's way down on the side, like a standard
down
recline.
here?
Yep. So, yeah.
I won't mess with that.
But yeah, plenty of space for an adult back here. Hang out. I've spent probably an hour or so in the second row of an Atlas. and
Wow.
riding around, and it's pretty good. It was a pre-facelift, but it's essentially the same.
Now this latches up here somehow.
Yep, it's actually one of the easier latches in terms of...
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just like that.
Yep, it's a
The
single middle.
This part just hooks right in.
Yep.
That's actually quite easy.
Mhm.
Yeah. I like these features on new cars. I think it's really nice because there's so many times when you're sitting in the back seat when I was a little kid going on road trips and I'm just like,
Yep.
these are nice.
Yeah, if you don't want the sun beating down on your little child or anything like that, definitely nice to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even back here, all the materials feel good. Things look nice.
Ew, yeah.
You'd have plenty of space back here. We always talk about knee room and leg room, but another reason to have a lot of space is rear-facing car seats. They take up a ton of
Yes.
space, so...
I mean, look how much knee room I have. I am a
Yep.
smaller person, but that's huge. And even yours.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, put
So
your
you could have
legs
two
straight up.
car seats if you needed to back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then shove the older kids in the back,
Exactly.
where they'd probably prefer to be.
Grippy cup holder bottoms. That's really neat. I like when they do that. Keep things from rattling around, although they would get disgusting after years of Cheerios and apple juice.
Yeah,
but
you actually cannot take them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a bit unfortunate. See, you can't remove it to clean it.
But that's what vacuums and cleaning supplies are for.
Right, and just admitting that you're going to have a nasty car because you have kids.
If you have kids and you're planning on buying this car.
Yes. All right. Your nifty little door pockets there.
There's a lot, actually.
Yeah.
This is a nice little separator for probably a sippy cup, and then all the kids' toys can go in there.
Oh my gosh, the comments weren't loading. I just refreshed them. There's a ton. Sorry, guys. Our comments weren't loading. We have them now. We've got Andre Madras back in. He was
Sorry
from-
about that. You probably mispronounced your
Yeah.
name
Matters. CX5, CX30, better looking. I agree. Kyle's here.
Hey, Kyle.
He ended his live stream to come hang out. Kyle, it does
Aw.
have the V6. I'm answering these in order, even though we might have answered them already. You guys doing a POV from Bradley's car reviews. The Palisade is better. You're right. The Topher would like to know this or a Bugatti Veyron.
there. Really, a Volkswagen versus a Bugatti?
Well, technically, Bugatti is a Volkswagen also.
Oh,
It's owned by the same company.
okay. Well, that
Everyone
shows my
says
expertise.
Veyron. Topher says third row is impressive.
mhm.
Kyle says he doesn't even know what the heck a Passat is. Kyle, the Passat is a larger, like a family sedan.
Yeah.
It's similar class to like a Fusion or Camry, maybe an Avalon, that sort of deal.
We really call the Passats a pass it because that's what you want to do when you see one on the road. You
Pass it.
pass it.
We got people back. All right. Hey, Marty W. caught a live drive live. Sorry, guys. We are going to, we don't know why we were missing comments there. Hit us up
That
in the
was
comments
silly.
again. See
Yeah.
if they auto-load. Bradley's Car Reviews is telling us to check out his YouTube channel, so we will certainly do
Oh,
that. I
yeah.
feel like I have at some point, but we'll do that when we get back. Cool. We are caught back up. Into the back. Do have a power opening lift gate, and it's pretty quick as power
that is
operating
really
lift
nice.
gates go. That might look familiar to you.
I love these so much. I have them in the back of my car and I use them every single time I put stuff in the back of my car. They are Velcro. Awesome little holder things. You slap them down. They don't move
I was gonna
unless
say, you made it
move.
look easy there, but you really have to grab
You
it.
really, like, look at this. Watch. Okay, this thing pulls up, right?
You want me to?
No.
Okay.
I'm lifting it up by holding with one finger onto these things, lifting up the entire back there. Those things are amazing, and that's probably the number one reason why I love my car, and if I ever sell it, I'd probably take those out and put them in the new car. But yeah, these are Velcro. I use them for when I'm going grocery shopping, and I don't want my groceries to fall all over the place, and they come with 4 of them.
I want to get more. I want to get the ones out of your car and then make like a funny message back here for Chris when he gets the car.
No, I'm not allowing you to take them out of my car. And then I love those. Those things are amazing.
Man, they
really are very, it's because they're so new. Mine are not.
Okay.
But they still have a lot of their Velcroosity to them.
LOL.
No, oh. That's awesome.
All right, Chris, you're getting the car back this way.
Actually.
Aw, love.
LOL is slightly funnier.
Well, before you put the L back, let's do the patented Daily Motor rear seat test.
Okay.
The camping test.
Oh, and there's these little cubby sides, so if you're not using them, they probably fit right back here perfectly. Just like that.
Bradley, I don't remember people attacking my driving. I know they did that on Winding Road. I can't remember them doing that on Daily Motor, though. There were
Attacking your driving?
Yeah, there were a bunch of people on Winding Road who were like, oh my gosh, she's so unsafe. That's exactly how they sounded as I read their comments.
That's probably how I thought when I first met you.
Oh, and with the sandals.
Oh, yeah, the flip-flops.
The flip-flops. I don't understand that either. I know some people, like certain countries have like rules against it or something like that. But
the first time I ever went driving in driver's training class, I wore flip-flops because it was summertime and I was 17 and whatever. And the driving instructor made me take off my flip-flops and drive in my bare feet. And that was highway day.
Huh.
He was like, that's so dangerous, never drive in your flip-flops, because it can get caught behind the pedals.
You're right. That's the only legitimate thing I can see is like if your flip-flop kind of comes off and gets stuck and gets into a weird spot.
Right.
But I guess it's twofold. One, like some of the driving maneuvers that I pull off,
nifty.
I'm pretty sure the flip-flops are the least of my worries. Like I could reach down and grab them. The other thing is sometimes when I am in flip-flops and I do more aggressive sort of driving, I do take them off. I'll take them off and I'll put them in like the center console or back in the back behind me or something like that. So never got the flip-flop hate. I like them, but it is what it is. People that attack your driving really piss me off. Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate that.
Aww.
So these are super easy to fold.
Oops.
Well, they're super easy to fold if these are not.
Forward a little bit more.
They're just in their normal spot. Those are easy. And then,
they go down quite flat, actually.
oh yeah, they do. They go down super flat. And then these also.
Oh my gosh.
Completely flat load floor. So that's super cool.
Look at that, guys.
So if you're getting a mid-size SUV and actually planning on doing utilitarian type stuff with it, the Atlas is a pretty good choice. And if you like to camp in the back of your car, 5'10".
Wow. And his feet are safely within the closure of the trunk.
Yep. And it's perfectly flat, so you could put either like a small mattress or like
one of those pads.
Yeah,
mattress pad down there.
mattress pad. And just grab the camera. I've got a nice view of the stars.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Camping car.
Camping car definitely gets the Daily Motor thumbs up for campability. And all these places you could put your drinks as you're going to sleep, your phone, your chargers.
And you could charge your phone.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 12
That's
volt.
a 12 volt.
But there's
no
that
USBs actually, but
115 one.
you're right. There's a wall plug up there, and although it's actually almost impossible, well, not impossible. It's tough to get to these with the seats folded, but it's doable. So yeah, definitely.
That's actually pretty cool.
Definitely neat. So that's there, and then pull these up. Super easy to do as well. You got these.
Oh, that's what those
You wanna
are
do that
for.
one?
Sure.
They levered it such that it's actually really easy to do.
That is amazing. Man, between this little thing, if I'm ever going to have these down, that is, and these things.
Volkswagen knows how to get you.
Man.
I hope Chris is still
do like-
watching. If he's not, he's going to get a surprise when he opens this up. LOL. Hopefully you can tell, right? You see that pretty right
Maybe
away.
the spacing between it is too
Bring it a
much.
little closer. There you go.
At least if you didn't recognize the letters right away, you could see that is a very particular pattern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Underneath here, you've got
Oh,
a little scraper that doesn't come with the car.
it does not? Okay.
Some
leave
spare
it there.
tire changing equipment and a little storage area for some things.
Cool.
Power this down.
No beeping sound. No whirring sound. That was actually really quite
it
quite
sounds
quiet.
nice. You got completely fake. The worst fake I've ever seen. That's just hard plastic right there. So it's supposed to look like you have quad exhaust.
Oh, wow.
Kyle, I will explain this to you since it's so egregious. We're at the back of the car, and it's they're the exhaust, like where exhaust pipes would come out, and it looks like the car has quad exhaust pipes, but it's just plastic that goes to nothing.
Wow.
It's just like completely blocked in plastic, and you can't even see the exhaust pipe. It's way up under there.
Wow.
You can't even really see it.
I actually, when we first walked back here and I was looking at the back of the car, I was thinking, wow, that actually looks really quite sharp. And
Yep.
trying to remember what other car that we had that had quad exhaust pipes like that. So
There's a legitimate part and a lame part to that. The legitimate excuse is that if you get bumped in a rear end collision, somebody bumps into you at like 5-10 miles per hour and messes your bumper up. If they just hit this, super cheap and easy to replace, no big deal. If they hit an exhaust pipe that pushes your entire exhaust up and breaks it like way up in the middle of your car or something, much more expensive. So that's a reason a lot of manufacturers have been switching to that, so that if you get in those little rear end collisions, it's not a big deal. The lame excuse is just that they want to make it look like it has quad exhaust. Yeah.
Well, you'd know when it doesn't sound like it has quad exhaust anyways.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, behind the wheel?
Yeah.
Not only that, but it wouldn't even make sense for a V6 to have 4 exhaust pipes, because like 6 isn't divisible by 4.
Not evenly.
Well, yeah, so I mean, like, because the whole point of quad exhaust pipes would be 8 cylinders going down into 4 pipes, so it's like, you know, split in half.
That does make sense.
Right, but it would not make sense for a V6. Silly.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, we already heard that. I don't want to hear it again.
Behind the wheel. For any of you just tuning in, we're driving the 2021 Atlas, and we are answering your chats. Most of them, anyway. Bradley asked if I want jerk chicken, and
Did he actually?
yeah, and I am not gonna respond to that one
What? How would?
because I don't want to be hungry.
What's the purpose of asking us that?
Maybe he's gonna send it to us.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Yes, if you were gonna send us some, even if you weren't, whatever, that would be cool. That'd be very cool. You've got my okay, man.
Don't encourage these hooligan antics on our chat.
I am doing exactly that.
Push button start as to be required. This is last week we had a $45,000 car that did not have it.
That's what this one costs as well, isn't it?
45G. This is kind of neat. It's got a heated steering wheel with 3-stage heating.
Oh wow.
You don't see that very often. Usually it's on or off.
Okay, show us where that is.
Right here on the steering wheel. It's actually a lot of buttons on the steering wheel. It's kind of overload. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 buttons just on the steering wheel right here. Yep. But one of those is your heated steering wheel. And it's a pretty advanced gauge cluster as well. So you can see right now I've got it on, I think maybe this way is going to be your least glare. Yeah. Maybe I can bring this. It's always tough to show you guys gauge clusters because the camera's kind of zoomed out at a wide angle. There we are. Hopefully that works. So right now it's kind of on an information screen. I've got my average speed, average economy, travel time, distance. You got your assist systems. This one's kind of neat. It's what a lot of people talk about is the navigation screen. So you can see it's the entire map right there. And then if you hit view, it brings up some information on the right and left. And if you hit view again, that brings up sort of a conventional gauge cluster, if you will.
That is actually really very cool looking.
Yeah, it's a few other things, but we'll leave the map up right now.
I like that. That's something I would use all the time.
I like it too, and I think it's really neat. The one thing that's kind of lame in my eyes is that if you have this up, you can't bring up a map there. So you can hit this, where is it? And bring the map up here, but then it goes away here. Like, why not both? There are other manufacturers that do both, and it allows you to have like maybe a kind of standard north up facing map right here, and then more of like a car facing, more zoomed in version here. I don't know. It's very silly. But it does show you your speed limit and some other cool things.
Oh, I don't want an address, I just want the map. Okay.
Yeah.
I can still see that page right there being very useful, however, because of just the direction.
Yeah, you got your compass. It shows your altitude too, which is kind of neat.
Oh. Bradley's car reviews has to go, so we need to say bye.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be looking for that jerk chicken.
Jamaican.
Ooh, well,
Yes.
I hope so. Okay, did I leave my wheel on? Ah, yes, very nice. Heated seats, but no cooled seats. A little bummed to see that. All
Yeah,
right.
especially because it's this leathery black. My Passat has the same. I'm thinking it's probably a lower quality leather in my car than it is to this one. Just 'cause
Maybe,
it's
I don't
newer.
know.
But it's quite similar, and it is also black, so it's very, very horribly hot in the summertime. And so having some cooled seats would be nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
We watched the new Borat movie last week.
That was hilarious.
Now it's hard not to make Borat sounds, which is nice because I used to say that every now and again, and you never would have gotten my reference, but
Right.
now you do.
Now I do.
Yes.
Yep. Andre Mothers, man, I'm so sorry. We are not ever going to know how to pronounce your last name.
He's not from an English-speaking country, so it's probably like
Madres or
Madres.
something like that.
Does it?
Something cooler sounding.
Right. Maybe you roll the R like Madres or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way,
Anyway,
Madres.
He wants to know if the car smells good. And actually, I bring this up because when we got in the car to go film this, I noticed, Charlie's been in it for a couple hours already, but I noticed that it doesn't have that typical car smell, and we were wondering what it was. But it's probably, you said, Charlie, it's probably the new cleaning solution that the people that clean this car before they give it to us use.
They sanitize the heck out of these cars before we get them because of the whole COVID. And yeah, I think maybe just whatever cleaner they're using.
Yeah. that's
Very
probably
sweet.
that. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's
You liked
very-
it. It was a little much for me. Maybe it's wore out a little bit.
It's possible.
But
that-
yesterday it was super strong.
Yeah.
But no, usually Volkswagens have a nice smell, and we're definitely not getting that new car smell. It just smells sweet. Sticky sweet.
Not too badly.
Okay.
What does it remind? It almost reminds me of like an almond extract kind of smell. Very light like that. So it's nice.
There's a competitor right there, the Honda Pilot. Would I rather have a Pilot? Yes. The answer is yes.
Really?
Yeah. This,
Well, Hondas are less expensive to repair than a Volkswagen, anyways.
well, not only that, this thing drives awfully. It's really bad.
Oh no.
Kind of like the driving of this Saturn Vue driver right
Well,
here.
that's a Saturn, so.
No, it's really bad. I don't want to say too much because I'm interested to see,
How I drive it?
yeah, your impressions as well.
Yes, Marty, I will be driving this.
Yeah,
during this video.
We're not going to milk you guys for money on this week. You all have been very appreciative. In fact, if our good buddy Yas comes into the chat, we're gonna give him a freebie, anything he'd like to see, and anyone else who's donated before. But if you guys do want to donate, we do have super chat options. We love getting those. It helps pay for the gas. It helps helps us out, make cool content here on the channel, show your appreciation. And for every $1 that's donated, we will honk the horn. That is what we're doing today. So $10 equals, I'll even give you an 11th horn beep on that one.
So
and
would that be consecutive beeps or would that be interspersed throughout the video?
I think that's up to the donator to decide. If they want them all like rapid fire, like machine gun style, then they can do that. Or if they want them spread out, we can do that.
Nice.
You can see, speaking of the horn, it's the new Volkswagen logo.
What? That's not new.
Yeah, look at it. See how it's like more flat looking and more like chic?
Sleek and chic?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do the V and the W any differently, do they?
Not really, but it's like a slightly different font. It's a little narrower, thinner font. Yeah.
Oh, Yas says y'all rang.
Hey, it's Yas. Yes, Yas.
I think that's funny.
You've been more than generous throughout these videos. We always love having you around, and you can have.
Wow, that was a lot for that.
You can have free donations on this one. So any horn beeps you want, or any other things you'd like to see within reason, we'll try to make it happen. So you can see, going over these bumps, we do these almost every live drive. Oh, and I just realized that our signal's going to drop if we go this way, so I'm going to turn around in a sec. But takes the bumps really quite well.
Oh, there's a giant semi coming this way.
Yep. We're going to pull a little skirt up here.
Before we do that, I need to tell you what Kyle said. It's funny.
Okay.
He said the old Jettas smell like weed. Which would
Jettas are you hanging out in, Kyle?
that's funny because there is a certain type of
Old Jetta driver.
which is usually like a young, like older teenager to young 20s kind of guy that likes to drive the Jettas. Especially because the Jettas, a lot of them are manuals.
So you can hear that narrow angle V6 roaring to life there. Certainly no speed demon, but I mean,
It's
it
really
works.
loud though.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really seem like we're going all that fast, but this is a large vehicle. I mean,
a lot of weight for it to pull.
it would be a lot of stuff for it to pull.
You bet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all.
Oh,
Y'all rang.
Look at that beautiful Dodge Caravan right there. Good shape. Usually those things are clapped. Look at that. 2 Town and Countries. I love the Chrysler Town and Country so much. The new Pacifica coming out for 2021. I'm so excited to drive that. All-wheel drive. In fact, it was funny. The day that there was one day back in the spring, Chris up at the Topher and I were riding some mountain bikes in the snow. We got fat tire bicycles. And we were talking about cars, as we often do. And I was like, you know what? If they just made an all-wheel drive Pacifica, it'd be perfect.
And then they did.
And that day, they released it. And it was awesome. I felt so vindicated.
That is quite cool.
Look at that Mazda 3 right there. Its badge just turned into like a Batman symbol.
I was actually just gonna point that out to you. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah.
It's on custom wheels, like aftermarket wheels. It's got a big spoiler, and the badge is pimped out.
Yeah.
But yet the rest of the car is remarkably clean.
Yeah.
That was a good
good for
generation
them.
Mazda
Good for
3.
them.
The only thing you see right above the wheel well there, they all have rust. Every single one in the Midwest Mazda 3s rust out.
They've painted over it though.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's still.
Yeah.
It's right where your car's rusting.
Exactly. Yeah. Got some rust bubbling on my Passat, which is sad. A. Jackson Ross says he picks up his, well, I'm guessing if you are a man, but I pick up my CX-30 GT Sport Tech tomorrow.
Ooh,
Whoop, whoop.
Very nice.
That's that white Mazda that I drove, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a very nice car. We both really loved that.
Yeah, the CX-30 is really good, man. It's one of the best cars we've ever. It's just really good.
It is really good. A very nice, clean, solid feeling ride and drive, and
the thing is, you can get like a medium spec, like just like 25 grand or so, and it's like everything you need.
Yeah.
It's gonna drive great. I really want to drive a front wheel drive one. They're almost all wheel drive, but front wheel drive would be a little bit lighter, a little bit peppier, sportier. It'd be cool to try one of those.
Would a GT Sport Tech be a front wheel drive one or no?
Probably could be either.
Well, let us know, A. Jackson Ross, if yours is front wheel or all wheel drive. And I'm guessing that you've already test driven it too, so let us know if you like that.
Right. I'd like to know what the commenters think about automatic stop start. And what I mean by that is when you come to a stop and your foot's on the brake, the engine shuts off to save fuel while you're idling. I like it. I'm in the minority of auto journalists and kind of people in general, I think, that actually like stop start. I like the quietness. I like the fact that I'm not wasting gas.
Right.
And I don't mind just letting my foot off the brake. What you do when you've got stop start is you just let your foot off the brake a little bit earlier than you would if you were just ready to get going, and the car starts up, you're ready to go. And most vehicles have just a little button to turn it off. If like, say you know you're about to pull out strong or something, you just press the little stop start off button, and then the car's not going to do that. So, is there anyone else that likes?
Yeah. I have a whole experience with that because when I'm driving, I'm just good.
It's true.
Yeah.
So up here at the highway speed, pretty highway fuel economy test. Noise is pretty good, pretty low.
Yeah, for the size of the tires and everything, it's pretty decent.
The seat comfort did. Man, look at all this awful traffic. We're not going back that way. Seat comfort left a little bit to be desired. I kind of noticed after an hour. My kind of lumbarish area.
Yeah.
So would have liked a little bit better general comfort, but
more support in that back.
Yeah. But overall, plenty fine. The one thing that is kind of a bummer is the steering is a little light. It's like just kind of vague lightness. And it just makes it so you kind of have to keep a little bit more attention on the wheel than you might.
Then you might want to, especially in a car that is this large.
Yep. Yeah. But other than that, the adaptive cruise control works very well. It's got a very mild active lane keep assist even here in the SEL. As I mentioned earlier, the 2021 and a half model years get a new semi-autonomous driving mode. I have yet to try that out. It's like brand spanking new for Volkswagen, but that might work pretty well.
Look at the blue on that truck.
That's pretty.
That is gorgeous.
I like that. So let us know anything you'd like to see. We're going to drive around a little bit. We're going to stop again, take a look at the outside. We're going to let Liz get behind the wheel.
Yep. Oh, that's why it's so backed up on the other side.
Accident.
There's a big, there's some sirens and lights on the other side over there.
It must be coming to help.
Yep. Something happened over there.
Yeah. No live traffic here on there, unfortunately. Maybe it's possible that's an option, but...
Right. It does show our elevation, though, which is quite interesting.
Right, yeah. Probably because this is an Atlas, and it's supposed to be all...
Map-like.
Yeah, off-roady.
That's funny.
Yeah, if the Atlas had bad mapping, that'd be kind of embarrassing.
Ajax and Ross says front-wheel drive.
Nice.
Top spec. Sky Active X from UK.
Oh, I figured that's why I didn't recognize the model name. You got the Sky Active X motor. How do you like it, man? So... I mentioned this, Alyssa. What's the last? We had a Mazda. The Miata. When we had the Miata, it said Sky Active G on it.
Okay.
And I explained there's Sky Active G, Sky Active D for diesel, and then Sky Active X for a sparkless gasoline engine. So it's kind of like a mixture between a diesel and a gas. And it has not been approved yet for the U.S., so we haven't gotten to drive it. I'm really curious. Let us know how it is over there.
Nice.
That's really neat. We got that. If I ever get a chance to fly to the UK, I'm hitting you up and we're going to test drive your car.
So we can't get that kind of car here?
Not yet. They're trying to bring it. It just hasn't been approved by the EPA, and who knows what other things have been holding it up.
So, Ajax and Ross, are you from the UK? Or are you from another part in the world where you're able to get that car there? Or how did that work out for you?
Didn't he say the UK?
Well, he said it's from UK, but I'm wondering if he's ordered it from somewhere else. Anyways.
Yeah. That's cool.
That is quite cool. Yeah.
It's supposed to get much better fuel economy.
Wow.
And but still kind of cheap to run and maintain and cheaper to build than a diesel motor. So that's cool.
Yeah, really cool. Mm-hmm. Look at that big, powerful sun that we usually don't see in Michigan.
Yeah. That's why I'm going this way. Kind of get it off my face.
Let's avoid it. Yeah, he lives in the UK. Okay, cool. Nice. Marty W says he hasn't experienced auto stop-start, but he likes it. I'm guessing you're a man. I'm sorry. But I like the concept and would prefer it if I had the choice. Okay. I feel it'd be awkward in traffic creep, though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. However, in most type of situations, when you initially let your foot off the brake and you start moving forward, that's kind of the last time that auto stop-start will kick in until you get up to like a certain speed again. And if you're just stopping and starting without getting up to more than like 5 or 10 miles per hour,
right?
It just you just idle. Yeah, it's taking these bumps really actually quite well.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. It's just weird because some cars just across the board they're like, yeah, it's fine. This car is one of those type of vehicles that it does some things really well, like the appearance, the materials, the infotainment. And then some things really bad, like the throttle tip-in, the just general driving experience.
Mm-hmm. This is actually really a comfortable ride.
It is.
For me, anyways.
Mm-hmm. And they might have improved upon some things for this facelift. And it's definitely one of the larger mid-size crossovers as well.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I mean, you saw how much room we had back there with the seats down.
Yes, and I'll pan back there as well.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh, they're still down. Oh, just the middle.
Just the middle. But that really does showcase how large it is. How much space there can be back there. Right. What do you know about VW's warranty? Because Yas is asking if they lowered it recently.
They did. For a few years there after Dieselgate, they upped it to a 10-year warranty. And I'm pretty sure for 2021 it's back down to just like a 3 or 36,000 mile warranty.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. much more plugged into like regular auto news when I worked at Car and Driver, and now, admittedly, I just new cars. Like, oh really? I've been busy and didn't notice. But when it was like literally my job to be on the website, then I saw everything.
Yeah.
Blind spot monitoring on the Atlas. That's nice to see. Just nice little monitors over there.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like this golf ball feel steering wheel. It's got good grip. I guess I'll turn the heat off.
Huh.
No drive modes in the Atlas, which was a little surprising, but you do have an S mode, just like most Volkswagens, and I do appreciate that there are no paddle shifters. A car like this does not need paddle shifters, so I'm glad that it doesn't have them. Oh, is this all backup? Or is that construction traffic?
Oh boy.
No, I think it's just construction traffic. I think we're fine.
Okay, good.
So yeah, you can manual shift just by sliding that over. It's such a satisfying. Yeah, and then you can shift manually. It shows you up on the gauge cluster M1, M2, M3, etc.
Probably won't be able to see that with the sun right there, but yeah. Cool.
Yeah, the thing is with the Atlas, it's totally it's recommendable. If someone likes the Atlas, I mean, a lot of people, especially in this class, they just buy cars because they like the looks. They think it's neat. They like the brand, whatever. So if you wanted an Atlas, sure, that's fine. You can buy one. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you were completely open book and you just said, I want the best mid-size crossover, 3-row crossover that there is, Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, Honda Pilot, I would put over this.
Wow.
I would take this over a Ford Explorer. The Explorer's bigger, a little bit bigger and a little bit more capable, but if you don't need to be like doing a lot of towing, that sort of thing, this is pretty comparable to the Explorer in terms of just general goodness, I would say. I'd say the powertrain's actually maybe, the engine is a bit more competent in the Explorer, but the transmission's better here in the Atlas. The ride's pretty good. I'm trying to think of what else is in this class. Oh, I would take this over the Subaru, the Ascent.
Is that one that we had recently?
The biggest Subaru we had is blue. It was a while back.
Is that the one I got my ticket in?
No, that was an Outback. That's that.
Oh.
Yep. Carvana car. Yeah. Take this over the Subaru. Jeep Grand Cherokee, those are getting a little long in the tooth, but I like those still. So yeah, it's totally fine. It's like a 7. 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still a passing grade.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Pulling into Washtenaw Community College, where I did my Hyundai Ioniq charging for that recent range test. If you guys caught that video, I got some good free 240 volt chargers. Very important.
Yas says this is just a big boring SUV, and one of his friends purchased it after he had twins. So
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, if you just need something that's gonna be there for you when you need it, and is large and looks kind of neat, then this is a really good car for that.
The thing is, for me, like if it comes down to a personal level, you just every now and then you hear horror stories of Volkswagen reliability. A lot of people totally fine, no big deal, but every now and again you get the news of like, you know, someone had terrible luck with their Volkswagen for reliability. And if you're buying a boring vehicle, why not get something that's at least reliable and boring, like a Toyota? You could get the Highlander or something like that. I mean, that's gonna be boring, but at least it's gonna be totally competent and reliable. You could get the Honda Pilot. You could get, at least like if you live here in America, get an American vehicle, so it's gonna be cheap and easy to service. Volkswagen, I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's my stance. But yes, I agree with you. Yes. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Kyle says, what? You got a ticket? Yes, I did. It was sometime over the summer, months ago now. A speeding ticket for going probably 15 over, and they wrote me they wrote 5 to 10, and it was 15. But it was in that Subaru that we had. Was that an Outback or?
Yep, it was a Subaru Outback with the CVT and the 3.6 liter turbo, and the speed just kind of got away from you in that car. Like, not just Alissa, but like it accelerated in a non-linear manner.
Right. You press. It was interesting, and we talked about it a little bit too. You press down on the gas, and the car does nothing, and then so I got to that and didn't work.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
So.
And then Mr. Police Officer came over the hill. Speeding ticket for Alissa.
Yeah. My first one.
Yep.
And hope to God, the only one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, with that being said, let me get behind the wheel.
Had a 98 Jetta manual in college. We're buying VW again.
See?
In
a manual. Selling to 2013.
Well, actually, saw shoes.
On it.
Really saw.
Okay.
Hey, I'll show you the key. Very. Do you have remote start? So that's cool.
Ooh, I like remote start.
I guess I'll come around. We should do. Actually, our signal's not too great here, so I guess we won't do a walk around.
It does have 3 seats. Cool. I can never remember the name for that.
Memory seats.
Memory seats.
Sorry, guys. We know the signal's not fantastic here.
Oh, hurry up and get out of here.
Yep.
But I won't speed. Ooh, the pedals are actually kind of neat looking down here. Silvery. You guys see it a little. Okay, start it. Alright, this is gonna go.
Yep.
Okay.
Marty. Signal.
Alright, let's get out of here then. You're gonna have to tell me where to go to get good signal.
That direction, back the way we came.
I was looking at the camera, not. Oh, I can't go any higher. Alright. Alright, ready?
Yes, hit it.
Oh, not quite. Okay. This way?
Yes.
Should I go that way or
I think you can go that way.
this way?
Yep.
Oh, I see. Ooh, I do see what you mean. It's a lot of play in the wheel. Too light, way too light. Of course, it's something that you get used to, but it is way too light for a vehicle of this size. Oh. This pedal's actually
Right?
yeah, it surged just.
So slow. I imagine you get a ticket.
Well, it was in a 25, so.
35.
Oh, well.
So. He's going fishing.
Left?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yes. They both come around the same way. So hopefully the signal's improving here as we're getting rolling. Listen behind the wheel. Well, this will kind of lead you out.
Okay.
Little winding road here.
Ha!
Huh. Sorry for that signal drop there, guys. Just always trying new places where we're enough to stream 720p medium definition signal, and apparently this is not one of them. So go through the first stop sign and take a left at the second.
Okay.
We're looking into getting a Verizon mobile hotspot that you can plug an external antenna into and put that on the car, and then we'd have great signal, ideally,
Yeah, we'd have amazing.
everywhere. Model 3.
Actually, this is actually quite busy here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hop in this one.
Oh, okay. What do you do? Just go. Sorry. It's wide
a big
open.
car. I need to see.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. That's illegal to pull out in the left lane like that, the turn lane. But
What? No, it's not.
yeah, that's not what the turn lane is for. It's for people turning in.
Are you serious? Okay, what's
Yeah.
the speed limit?
45. It says right up in the front. So it is nice that you can see right here on the map, 45 miles per hour in the speed limit. And you'll stay in the middle lane, take a left, and get up onto the highway 23 north.
This middle lane, get on that one?
Yep. Nope, the middle lane. Yep. And then it turns
I
left.
thought that was a left.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a dirty Jeep.
Look at-
I like how they cleaned off their license plate, though. It's funny. So yeah, definitely a touchy throttle, eh?
Very much so. Yeah, I already don't like it.
I know.
Yeah. So can I take my foot off? It
Mm-mm.
just did the touch start.
Mm-mm.
I can't? Oh.
As you take your foot off the brake, the car will start back up.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I thought
Yep.
that's what was said earlier, but
Yep.
whatever. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, if you were driving somebody around in this car, they would think that you were constantly trying to be a speed racer.
Right. Ooh, yeah, I don't like that. US 23?
Yep, north. Follow the Tesla.
Okay.
So we're going to be out for about another 10 minutes or so, live driving the Atlas. If there's anything you guys would like to know or see before we wrap up, we will do another parking lot stop.
Look at
And
this.
I know, it's just a very light...
Going very straight.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
yeah. It's not like very confidence-inspiring
No.
steering. This person's going 10 miles per hour below the speed limit, because of course they are. Oh, they're...
there's a
Oh! That's why.
My goodness. Thank God that wasn't for me.
Almost jinxed it. Yes, this has the 3.6 liter V6. It's an SEL R-Line. So it's a narrow angle V6. I actually haven't driven the 2 liter Atlas. I imagine it's probably fine, but you're really, I mean, other than kind of just an average V6 in this car, you're not getting anything fantastic. It's not like it's a fast V6 by any means. Sorry, I'm doing a pretty lazy camera job here. So, let's do a POV for Alyssa. You'll get off on the next exit.
41?
Yes.
Everyone's slowing down because of traffic.
Oh, I forgot about this. This is still backed up.
Wow.
If any of our viewers happen to live in the Ann Arbor area, just a heads up that US 23 North has been closed for just about the whole day because a semi-truck decided to flip over on the highway, closed the highway, and then Charlie forgot that happened. So now we're going to just, sit in traffic for a little bit.
Thanks, Charlie.
Plenty of room back there. It's kind of cool seeing it with the
That
seats
middle row.
down. Yeah, it echoes too.
It does. Yeah.
Hello. Big old panoramic sunroof. I do like the dark on bottom, light on top color scheme in cars. So I think that looks pretty sharp. Well, you say you can't imagine a 2-liter turbo in that giant SUV, but Mazda's got the 2.5-liter turbo. Is it a 2.5 or is it just the 2-liter turbo in the Mazda too? Now I'm drawing a blank. And the CX-9. And then who else? Somebody puts a 2-liter turbo in something this big. I feel like someone does. Can you test the adaptive cruise control? Sure. We'll see. We'll see if we can test it at this speed. I did use it earlier on the highway fuel economy test and it worked pretty well. But so let's see, your cruise control is on the left kind of top.
The set button? Or this button?
Yep, that one turns it on. And then press set. So it's set at 20. And you need to, when it kind of gets going, you need to press set and then see if the car starts slowing down for itself.
Okay.
We might not get a chance to do that, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's the one that's supposed to like slow down.
Yep.
When you get close to another car.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yas is curious if it works in stop and go traffic. The new one, the 2021.5, will definitely work in stop and go traffic. This one should, but if we get a chance to find out, we will.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we're not too far from the exit.
Right.
How's the seating position for you?
It's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Comfortable?
It's quite comfortable. My seat is a little bit more forward than I normally would have it, but this is a newer car that I'm not 100% used to yet, so that's fine for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I get more used to a car, I'd like to recline a little more.
Right. Yeah, and Yas, honestly, that 2.5 liter works really well for that car. Fun fact, the engineers at Mazda actually, this would be a good chance, hit the set button. Yep, and then don't press the brake unless it looks like you're about to hit.
It is doing it.
Okay, cool.
I am not braking at all. And my foot is off all pedals. And it's picking up a little bit. Yep.
Yep, so it's following this Model 3 at a safe distance. And you can see on the gauge, it shows a little green line where the difference is between what you're doing and where your cruise control is set at.
It's braking, it's slowing down. I'm not doing that. So it is. Cool.
Oh.
I gotta get over though.
So you're gonna want to turn your cruise off, yeah.
Jeez. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Alyssa's getting an experience.
I don't like this experience. Can I get back in?
Yeah, you might as well. Because you're like the only one on the shoulder now.
I guess, yeah.
Huh.
I gotta let
There must be a new accident because this main accident happened like 4 or 5 hours ago.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Marty goes, no longer a live drive, live traffic jam.
Yeah. With some drama.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, fun fact about the Mazda engineers, when they were designing this generation CX-9, putting the turbo in it, the 2.5 liter turbo, they followed soccer moms around, like doing...
There's another one that's actually going to turn in. He's going to try to turn in there.
And they followed, like moms driving around and stuff, and parents to see how they drove, and then sort of modeled the cars after that.
There he is.
They might actually want to be on the shoulder.
They might.
No, they're just going to plow right through the center.
Yep. Ooh, that's probably how the first accident happened. Driving on the ruts. Okay, I'm going to get right in the middle again.
That's what happens when we live drive in Ann Arbor, man.
We should stick to our normal stomping ground.
Right. Elevation's higher, though. 900 feet here. Yes, makes sense. Yeah. So any last things you guys would like to see once we get off the highway here in a few minutes? We're going to head back to a parking lot and take kind of a final walk around.
Mm-hmm. So
far, Alyssa and I both are not smitten by the Atlas. It's got qualities, but...
It's got some things that are exciting, but I can't say it's something that would be exclusive to an Atlas or a Volkswagen in general. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that new badge, though, so sleek. And R. It's the Pirate Edition. What else can we talk about? What do we got coming up next? Well, this week, I'm going out to LA to drive some new Hyundais, the new Tucson and the new Elantra. There's a new Elantra hybrid, and some sporty cars that I cannot tell you about yet. But I will be getting video out there, trying to get that up quickly. And then I think next week Chris and I are getting the Supra back because he needs to get a little more video with that car, as well as thought there was something decently exciting. We do have an AMG G63 scheduled, so that's pretty neat. G-Wagon, I think that's going to be all the way in like December. And then what else is exciting? New Land Rover Defender. That'll be cool. Oh, there's another one coming.
Ah, dang it.
It's going to take a minute. I just put up a video recently of a Honda Talon review that I did, and also a race with Nathan at Daily Motor, so that was kind of exciting. That'll be going live next Sunday. What else?
I gotta figure out how this...
You will probably be to Plymouth Road exit by the time he gets here, maybe?
I don't know.
I really hope the Plymouth Road exit isn't closed. If that's the case, we might just...
He's coming, and I gotta figure out if
Lord, he's coming.
a bunch of people are getting
I
off
guess
to the side,
might
so
as well
I
do
think
it
I'm
that
gonna
way.
do that as well.
So for any of you just tuning in, this is the Daily Motor live traffic jam, as Marty put it. We are letting traffic go around us.
My goodness.
Oh, he's coming on the left shoulder.
Oh.
That seems smart.
That's not a lot of space for him, however. But I still should be on this side to allow the people in the left lane to get over if they need to. Tesla, dude, you gotta do something.
He's like, nah, I'm just gonna sit here. Fire trucks. DJ, we will be doing a Range Rover review hopefully soon. There hasn't been a lot of Range Rover product around
Oh, there's like 3 more.
where we're reviewing, but there is but like I said, we do have a Land Rover Discovery coming, so we'll be reviewing that. And the new Escalade, yes, we've been asking for an Escalade. I'm going to let these cars go by, these ambulances.
This is what shoulders are for.
Mm-hmm. So it's looking like this exit's blocked, and if that's the case, then I obviously just keep going. You don't have another choice. But if you can, if they are letting people off at any point, then go that way. But it really doesn't look like they are.
Does he want to get off, or is that both sides?
No, he's got both of his blinkers on. Aw, bummer.
Wow. We might just need to end this. What do you think?
Well, I mean, while we're here, we might as well chat with people.
I guess.
We're not going anywhere. The new Escalade. Yeah, we've been asking for an Escalade. The thing is the North American Car of the Year, there are a lot of those judges around where we live, and so they've actually been taking up all the loans for the Escalades recently.
Should I get in the left lane?
No idea. Probably. So we will probably get an Escalade once the North American Car of the Year judging is done, and that should be sometime in December probably, depending on whether it's a winner or not. Yeah, see if we can cut in front of this Tesla. This is like a brand new accident, guys. So you are seeing stuff happening.
Oh, there's like actual stuff in the road.
Yeah. Like this just happened. There's a Volvo V70 out in the ditch. Looks like it got.
Oh, that guy's going in taking that exit. Should I do that same thing?
No, we can get away the other. We can go straight. The Saturn Aura got butt packed hard.
There's a bunch of glass.
You're fine. Oh, that Volvo's like super. Man, it was like a multi-car pileup. That Volvo's donezo. Fortunately, it's a Volvo, so I'm sure they all walked away just fine.
Right.
All right, hit the gas, Liz.
I don't want to after seeing that.
And it's backed up again.
Am I going to take exit 42?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably going to be backed up, but you know, here at Daily Sit, we like to just sit around in traffic. Yeah, I'm excited about the new Escalade. That car is going to be, it's got a lot of things to go over. I mean, obviously, the main reviewers, Doug DeMuro, and a lot of those big guys have already covered it, but we'll do our tests. We'll do a very thorough sound system review. I think you can get over anytime now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I knew that last one.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, it's like fighting me. The lane keep is on.
Ah, yes.
I don't know how I feel about those. The lane keep assist, whatever it's called. The one that keeps you within the lines.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because sometimes it makes me feel like I'm really squeezed in. If they're like what just happened, I'm trying to get around a car, but I got a little bit too close to the lane, so then it kind of pushed me towards the car. And after seeing that accident and just driving this big new car, that made me feel really uncomfortable, really nervous. So I don't know how I feel about those, but I can see why it's necessary if you're, a daily commuter, you're driving at really early hours, you can get sleepy. I can see how that is really beneficial, but in small situations like I just had, it's kind of just like, ooh. But if anything, it makes you hypervigilant, which is good.
And it kind of helps if you're doing something like messing with the radio or having some snacks or yelling at your kids. It does allow you to...
Roadblock ahead.
Wow. You don't say, eh?
Thanks, Atlas. So up here is where the semi-truck flipped over earlier. Yes, have you thought about mentioning IIHS crash test ratings in your reviews? I feel like most reviewers don't talk about crash test ratings at all. That's not a bad idea, Yas. We don't actually have the window sticker in front of us in this car.
Back here?
Oh, yeah, probably
That might be something. I know there's a paper
It's
in
definitely a loan agreement. It might be a window sticker as well. No, it's not, but I have it on my phone. Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people don't pay attention to safe crash test ratings and safety ratings, but they are important.
Oh, there is a semi on the side.
Yep. Let's see what the crash test ratings are for this one. So we said we're only doing about 10 more minutes, but it's probably going to be about 10 minutes after this now. Crash test ratings not rated by the government, by NHTSA. I don't know what IIHS ratings are on this car. But that's a good point, Yas. I should start mentioning that. Oh, this one says it's 23 miles per gallon. I wonder why that is. In my fuel economy test, I could have swore it was 22. Oh, this is front-wheel drive. This is not an all-wheel drive one. That's good to know. I guess I kind of just made the assumption it's all-wheel drive. I thought that's what we were getting this week. Huh. Well, that's cool. That kind of explains the better fuel economy, the 25 miles per gallon I got as well.
Oh, sneak peek. Gonna let this guy in front of me go.
Yep, and then you should be clear. Put Alissa through the most grueling driving test.
Actually, it's just been slow.
Right.
I've just been driving 15, 13 miles an hour for the last 20 minutes. Oh, they're making everybody get off.
Oh, yeah, the highway's like straight up closed. I mean, look up there.
Is that where the highway, or the...
That semi-truck flipped over.
That one.
Yeah.
I got it right side up now.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
He went around the corner too fast, bunch of load shift, and bloop, bloop,
Man,
gone.
that sucks.
The big stupid.
Okay, where to next?
We will take the next exit on your right, Ford Road.
Okay.
Yep. Some nice pastoral views here. So that's what they want you to see out of an Atlas. Look at all the birds on that power line. Wow, there's so many. Huh. Can Alissa and Charlie fill an hour and a half talking to you guys, driving the Volkswagen Atlas? So it's got enough power, eh? Gets up and goes, you know.
Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So Andre asked me 3 most important parameters in the car. I think I might have misunderstood your question when I first read it. I thought he said a car, like just in general.
Oh, this one. Right?
Well, yeah, I guess maybe Andre, if you mean the 3 most important in this car, I mean the fact that it's large is probably the most important. The fact that the tech works pretty well, the infotainment and everything, and then just kind of the general layouts. I mean, if someone's buying a car like this, they need a lot of storage, they need a lot of space for stuff. Admittedly, as much as I don't like the driving qualities and Alissa doesn't like them, the main reason that people are buying a car like this, so probably not the most important.
Right.
It's fine enough, it's competent,
Right.
just not great. It's not as good as a Mazda or something like that. If you mean most important parameters in any car, like just when I'm evaluating a good car, For me, it's just general driving feel. You can kind of get an idea of how a car feels within the first 2 minutes of driving it. That's pretty important, just kind of how confident I feel behind the wheel. Next, utilization of space, I'd say. If it's a small car, is it at least like a good small car, like a Miata? Like, yeah, it's tiny, but it also has somewhat of a usable trunk and like good storage and everything. Or is it like a Ford Taurus that is large but barely has any interior space? And I don't know what my last important parameter would be. I guess if it's my own car, it's fun.
Yeah. Two of the biggest things for me about this car is the gas pedal is too...
It's so bad.
It's soft. You press on it and it just gives you everything, and I don't like that at all. Left or right?
You'll take this up a little bit and then your first left at the light. Okay. It's kind of a weird, like you stop in the middle of the road.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't like that. And it's something, I've said it before when I was in that Honda, what was that called? The
CRV maybe?
Yes, the CRV. I'm going to call it CV5 or whatever. That had a nice solid tanky feel to it where you press on the gas and it doesn't fight you, but it's supportive, it's like strong, and this one is not that at all. Left here?
Yep.
Yeah. And then the steering wheel is way too weak as well, and just
very light.
Very light. You could just throw it all around, and
right.
In smaller cars that would be great, that'd be fine. But in something where it's really big, you've got all of your family in the back, all of your stuff, probably some animals, that's not very inspiring, not something that I really very want.
Yeah.
In a big vehicle.
In a lot of cars, they'll have light steering when you're going slow, like in a parking lot.
Am I going straight? Am I following them?
You're following that. You can go kind of around. This van's pretty dumb. You can...
I'm not going to, because I...
Alright, yeah. I mean...
Am I going straight?
Yeah. Okay, now you can get to the right of this van. Oh, he's turning, never mind. Yeah, that works. Yeah, a lot of cars have sort of a variable steering ratio where they'll be light at slow speeds, like in parking lots, and then kind of get heavier as you get up on highway speeds and stuff, and this car doesn't really do that very much. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just always too light. You can go.
I know, but I'm
okay.
I'm so, like nervous after seeing that entire accident.
Right. Marty, the camera battery's good. We're down to 15%, so I think we're going to make it, because we're going to come up here to a parking lot and wrap this up.
Was Marty concerned about the camera battery?
He was.
That's sweet.
Yes, very thoughtful.
Yeah.
I actually have a portable battery pack back on the floor over there, so if it were getting bad, we'd plug it in, but I don't know if that'll even give it enough power to keep it alive.
Oh, prospect.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so there will be a little parking lot on the right. That's where the Topher starts and finishes a lot of his reviews.
On the right up there.
Mm-hmm. So any last questions, let us know. We're going to pull over, take a final look at this pretty face, and then call it a day. Listen, I got a little more work to do. I got a good amount of video editing to do when I get back. And then some relaxing.
Oh, that's a neat car.
Yeah, that is neat. It's a little Austin Healey, I think. Right here.
I was wondering if it was this one, because I was recognizing it.
Yep. Well, thanks for sticking through that with us, guys. Probably a little surprising. There's no 360 view camera on this car, and that's something you're seeing on a lot of newer SUVs. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe in the top level trims you'd get that, but in this SEL you just get a standard backup camera. Right. You're pretty much not going to be in the shade anyway, but that's fine.
Oh. On, off?
Off. Okay. It's so nice outside. We don't even have to have our jackets on. You want to pop the hood?
Sure.
Way down on the bottom. Like I said earlier, with this R line, we've got 21-inch wheels, 45 spec tires. There you are. Pop the hood. Way down in there. See the narrow angle V6. Do your spark plugs really easily. They're right sitting here on top. It's actually quite easy to get to everything in here. It's a good amount of room. The 2-liter would be even smaller in here.
Wow.
Okay. So thanks all you guys for tuning in, coming along with us there. Thanks to Alissa for driving and commenting and navigating and everything. See if there are any last... Oh,
Nope.
Looks like we're all... Let's just do one quick look at that just to make sure we're refreshed.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We're going to do a final little quiet walk around before we end the video, so make sure not to cut it off as we have in some other weeks. We've noticed that after the fact. And we'll be back later next week, probably, because I'll be out of town on Tuesday, so maybe we'll live drive on Thursday or Friday. And if not, we'll see you on the following week. So I'm Charlie, and we got Alissa from Daily Motor, and we'll see you on the next one. So if you want to tell me when it, like, gets to the end there.